All right, guys, Sunday afternoon, a little bit later in the evening, we did get a little bit of snow here, but it wasn't what they were originally forecasting. I think I woke up with a cold today. And I'm kind of ashamed to say it, in the 2 days or 3 days since that last video, I did not get anywhere with this project. I'd gotten a phone call that called me away and just never got back here. So that's kind of how my life is going to go now, I think. So next week, maybe Monday, Tuesday, I've got to change oil in this Dodge pickup truck. I'm past the amount of miles that I feel comfortable going with the oil. So we'll do that. I do have a leak, an engine oil leak. That is the front engine seal that's going bad. So that might have to get fixed here. I'm still kind of on the fence of what I want to do with my vehicles here. So when I say on the fence about what I want to do with my vehicles, this car, the inspection runs out next month. So I'm going to have to get it inspected very soon. It needs 4 new tires to pass inspection. So I'll have to buy 4 tires to put on it. I got to get the engine oil changed in this also. It's starting to give me problems when I'm going up a hill or have any type of throttle on the power. The RPMs are surging, like it's not a consistent, you're not getting consistent power. It surges. Now if you drop down a gear, you're fine, but it just seems like it won't stay at a certain RPM. So I got to figure this out. So what I mean by figure this out, that car, the trade-in value is only about $300, $400, $500. The private sale, you could get $1,000. I do have a guy that wants to give me $1,000 for it. I'm still on the fence. Do I get it inspected, pay for 4 new tires, get the engine running problem straightened out? It might be, I don't know if it's, I was going to say maybe it was the fuel filter because I don't think it was changed very often. But if it was the fuel filter, it would do it in all gears at all the time. This is just in, is it 5th gear or overdrive that it's acting up. So I'm going to at least have my buddy put the diagnostic tools on. The check engine light had come on and have them figured out. But that car has 175,000 miles on a 4-cylinder engine. I don't know if that's going to be a long-term solution to my problems here. And what I mean by long-term solution, now that I'm going to be working a lot more, it's going to involve a lot more driving. It's not too bad of a drive, but it's something that you have to have a vehicle that's going to take you to work. The car was great when I was just farming and working my other part-time job because I didn't have to go very far, and it was just kind of a runaround type of vehicle. But now it's a little bit further away. Can use the truck, of course. The Dodge is definitely something I could still rely on, but for how long, we'll see. Anyway, that's just a couple of my thoughts on the vehicle situation here. I don't think I'll be buying another vehicle anytime soon, but I do want to try to figure out if I want to keep that car or just ditch it while I'm ahead with it yet. All right, so the hunting season is over now. The 12th, I think, was the last day for archery and muzzleloader. So that's good. Now I have some more videos coming. I've been waiting for hunting season to be over and just to stay out of the way of any hunters. So like I say, I did have some videos I wanted to go up in the field. I wanted to show you guys some of the areas around the farm. But like I said, with the hunting season, I wanted to stay out of everybody's way. And archery and muzzleloader, it was pretty darn steady here as far as the traffic for hunting. A lot of last minute guys out hunting. So the woods were pretty full. I mean, it was every day during the season, somebody was here to hunt. So it was better off, like I say, stay out of everybody's way. So with the cold weather here, it is not as cold as it looks or feels. It's in the 30s, but we did have a few nights down, and we had 13 the other night, so that was good to try to get things frozen here. But I just went for a little walk out in that cornfield, and it's still muddy. It's still something that you're gonna be compacting, so you're gonna have to wait a little bit here before I can go back and get into the fields as far as pushing brush out or anything like that. Yeah, I'm glad I came in here. I did forget, I have to, for 2019, pick up a find a push lawnmower. It's probably too dark for you guys to see. And that push lawnmower I had, it was actually here on the farm when I moved here. The landlord said that I can have it and use it on the property here, and I took it up to the house. pulled the carburetor off. The carburetor was so bad it was sitting. He thought it was sitting for 5-6 years. I did find a brand new carburetor online for it. It was an aftermarket thing for like $15-16. Put it on, used it for a couple years, and it is self-propelled, and the gearbox for the self-propelled is all chewed up. It won't go anymore under its own power. And if you guys have ever mowed with a self-propelled push mower, if the self-propelled doesn't work, it doesn't you're just pushing that thing as hard as you can, because you're still trying to push all those pulleys and belts. And so I got to pick up a push mower, either find a good used one. I do like the high wheel push mowers, but those are just so hard to find anymore. They seem like they went away from them. High wheel is a lot easier to maneuver in a yard like mine with lumps, and it's just not a nice yard to mow. There wasn't really any in-depth landscaping as far as smoothing things out. There's a lot of rough spots to mow over. So anyway, I do need to find a lawnmower. I want to keep my eyes open. All right, so I'm going to end the video with a couple last thoughts here. I've got to get moving, and I got to get moving. I've got 1 week before I start work again. This is full-time employment, and I'm still keeping my part-time employment situation that I have. So working 2 jobs, farming, doing YouTube, still making time for family. I've got to really balance everything and make sure that everything is scheduled right. So I got a week yet before I start the full-time thing. It's not the type of job where it's 5 or 6 days a week. It's one of those where you work longer shifts, but they're fewer days in a row. I think I might have 3-4 days off at one point, and then work a couple in a row, and then it's one of those type of situations. So that excuse me, that's going to be one of the things that's going to still make farming possible. And farming has to be possible because that still is going to take priority over any other endeavors. But I want to do some things and get some things done this week before I have the pressure and the stress of full-time employment. Couple things I want to get done here as far as the equipment. I might as well service everything, so in the spring everything's ready to go. I have all the filters here, I have all the oil here, and all I basically have to do is just do it, change all the oil and filters. Maybe we'll do that this upcoming week. We'll see. This Christmas tree cart, I want to take that back rack off of there and get this ready so I have it for, it depends. If I get these other 3 hay wagons, I still don't know if that deal's going to go through. If I can get a hold of them, I'll put this away and maybe just keep it up in the upper shed where it was. But either way, that's one thing. I've got to put the railing upstairs for that staircase. I want to try to do that this week. Other than that, we should be ready to go for next year. I did stop at my spray dealer and pick up a few things that I forgot of. I'm changing my plan a little bit from what it originally was, so I needed a little bit more herbicide in one area than the other. So we got that. So we're good to go on the herbicide. The nitrogen, like I say, I did put a call into that guy to see if he could bring me some this winter, and we'll see what that turns out to. I'm still on the list for lime that I ordered in August, and here it is January, so that still didn't show up. If I'm still on the list, I have no idea. I got to call that guy, and guess I got to start turning the screws with that. There'll be more manure delivered here. A lot of guys had asked if I was going to spread that manure in the wintertime. I might do a little bit. I might, I don't know. We have to see. I got to follow the rules with the manure management and the Chesapeake Bay. I've got to follow those rules. So if I can't spread when the ground's frozen, I can't. But if I can't, then it's going to be early spring, a lot earlier than I normally would, just so I have time. I can only get 2 tons at a time on that spreader. I've got 30 here, and I want to get another, what can I get? I can get 102. I don't know. I have to look at the list. I can get there's a certain amount I'm allowed to get here in a year delivered. That stuff was delivered in 18, so as far as 19, I should have a fresh slate technically. So I want to try to get the max here. So it's going to be a lot of spread manure in the spring. So we'll have to work that in. But like I say, I don't think it'll be too bad. We'll just have to see how it goes. It's just kind of something I have to do. So, all right, guys, I'll see you later. Like I say, next week I'll hopefully be back at it with the daily videos. So see you later.